Speaking of the songs that I have listened to by Firth of Fifth. No. Firth of Fifth, and that's all. But actually, Firth of Fifth, and that's all. Meaning, it's not just Firth of Fifth. I'm getting myself all mixed up here. I have listened to 2 Genesis songs. Firth of Fifth, that's all. 2! I don't even know how to say this without making it sound like I've only listened to Firth of Fifth and nothing else. And now it's I Can't Dance. So now I'm thinking, should I say Firth of Fifth, that's all, and I Can't Dance? I Can't Dance is the 4th track of their 14th studio album, We Can't Dance, 1991. Okay, so many of these albums have started off on the first track with a song of the same name as the album. Does that mean that we heard We Can't Dance, You Can't Dance, They Can't Dance, I Can't Dance? All the different lyrics were composed by drummer Phil Collins, with music written collectively by the band. The song peaked at number 7 on both the US Billboard Hot 100 and the UK Singles Chart, and also received a Grammy Award nomination for Best Pop Performance by a Duo or Group with Vocals at 1993.
Oh, by the way, yesterday I edited a song where you said that it has been published in 1915.
Speaking of the songs that I have listened to by Firth of Fifth. No.
You're getting mixed up.
I am getting mixed up. Speaking of the songs that I have listened to by Genesis, Firth of Fifth was the first one. And it was one of the first ones in which I really loved the sound of the guitar. It was one of the really significant moments in this whole journey into rock music and learning to appreciate the different sounds and colors and styles of the instruments. And so that one has a special place in my whole experience. Then, a good while later, I listened to That's All. And I was surprised at the stylistic difference of it. So now I'm really curious with I Can't Dance. How is it going to be compared to these other two? I have gotten the impression that Genesis, even just with those two, Genesis gave me the impression that they are capable of creating all kinds of different musical works. So let's listen.
Hot sun beating down, burning my feet just walking around. Hot sun making me sweat, gators getting close, hasn't got me yet. I can dance, I can talk, only thing about me is the way I walk. I can dance, I can sing, I'm just standing here selling everything. Blue jeans.
Okay, that musical intro, and basically it's just a whole band riff, isn't it? The drums, the guitar, and whatever other stuff they have thrown in for texture and sound effects. It started, and I was thinking, this is funny. This is quirky. It sounds really modern. No, it sounds kind of tropical. No. And then we got to hot sun making me sweat, gators getting close, hasn't got me yet. And suddenly I felt like, this fits. This really fits.
Blue jeans sit on the beach. Her dog's talking to me, but she's out of reach. Ooh, she's got a body under that shirt, but all she wants to do is rub my face in the dirt. 'Cause I can
Okay, and this, I can't dance, I can't talk. Only thing about me is the way I walk. When he gets to that line, he sung it twice. It's part of the chorus. The only thing about me is the way I walk. Suddenly, everything about the music is suddenly a commentary on the way he walks. And I start imagining some funny gait, kind of reflected in the music. Only thing about me is the way I walk.
Talk. Only thing about me is the way I walk.
So funny.
Dance, I can sing. I'm just standing here selling. Oh, and checking everything is in place. You never know who's looking on. Young punk spilling beer on my shoes. Fat guys talking to me, trying to steal my blues. Thick smoke, see her smiling through. I never thought so much could happen, just shooting pool. But I can dance, I can talk. The only
Strange
thing
mix of-
about me is the way that I walk. I
A really emphatic beat.
can sing.
And then
I'm just
things to
standing
soften the
here
effect of it.
Oh, I'm checking everything is in place. You never know who's looking on. A perfect body with a perfect face. No, I can dance, I can talk. The only thing about me is the way I walk. No, I can dance.
I kind of like that. So this as the drums are getting more emphatic, puck, puck. Then when he starts to sing, I can't dance, which is really it's quite an interesting moment in the song, because vocally, melodically, it takes on the angularity, the funny gait of the instrumental accompaniment. I can't dance, this wide range. I can't talk. And so then here, I can't dance. And then the drums start accentuating that
The
further.
only thing about me is the way I walk. No, I can dance, I can sing. I'm just standing there selling everything. Well, I can walk. No, I can dance. I can dance. I can sing.
Very, very different. I guess if I had been told to guess which band played this, I would never have guessed Genesis. Well, I'm not that familiar with Genesis yet, but it just wouldn't have crossed my mind. So, yeah, I wasn't far off with the idea that, they're capable of putting out all kinds of different stylistic musical pieces. And I guess the thing that stands out to me most about this is what I was starting to say as I was listening. There is this distinctive, quirky angularity about it. a hardness, an awkwardness. Maybe not awkward, just very distinctive, and it fits the whole expression of I can't do a lot of things, but there is something really distinctive about me, and that's the way I walk. The harshness and the angularity of it is so embedded in the music, and yet it's so muted and softened by other things that are happening, like the organ, which is really not something that we notice much, but it's there and it's softening, and even some of the percussive elements, the drums, even though the drums are really giving a sharp beat style, at the same time they're softening it. And I don't know if it's I don't know if it's bongos or what, but there are some what I said give it a sort of tropical sound, the more traditional style drum effects in there, as well as other sound effects. There were a lot of different things that just came in. It wasn't necessarily a tone or instrument. Sometimes it was. Sometimes it was just the rhythmic softening by some light touches, textures around a sharp point in the rhythm. And by the end, I started to feel like this was really making a great picture of, let's say, Florida, right? Where we have gators and beach and everything else, and hot sun, and let's see what else. Was there sand in there somewhere? I don't even know, but somehow I started to feel that it was a sandy place, and the sort of paradise element. At the same time, this person is a street vendor, and it's kind of a harsh existence, not the most comfortable activity to do, in standing in the hot sun selling these things. It just really painted this whole picture and set the lyrics up to be incredibly vivid in my mind. And that's what I appreciated about the way they've set this piece. And, going back to what I read in the introduction, lyrics were composed by drummer Phil Collins, with music written collectively by the band, and I assume he's the singer as well. It's not very often that I hear a band where the drummer is the singer and also the composer. And it feels like, well, I just feel like he did a great job with it. And I love the way that his voice and the way he sings it. Maybe it's because he's the drummer too, but somehow the way he sings it feels so precise and rhythmically balanced with the drums. As I was saying later on, when he gets to, I can't dance, I can't sing, and the way the drums were accentuating and at the same time commenting on that funny little bit of, I can't dance, I can't sing. It works so well together. And so those are just some of my thoughts and observations hearing this the first time. And I truly do enjoy the fact that Genesis, every single piece I've listened to, has felt like its own identity, its own world. Nothing feels like it was borrowed from the other song, or like they have a particular style that they just can't get out of. I do need to be spending some more time with their music and exploring more of it, because it feels like there's really quite a wealth to discover there. And so I'm sure I will be doing that in the future. That was my first time hearing I Can't Dance. I'll see you soon.